Good afternoon, guys. It's not morning because I spent the morning watching my niece as usual. It's Friday, and I am getting ready to go pick up Ava from school. I'm just changing out of my pajama pants because, well, I don't know why. I usually don't. I usually just wear my pajama pants to go pick her up, but I always have this, weird reoccurring thought that I'm going to get, into an accident, like a terrible accident, but an accident where I have to get out of the car, and it would be that one day where I don't change out of my pajama pants and I'm wearing my bright, lime green Crocs, that I have to get out of the car in front of, a policeman and other people, and, yeah. So, I am changing out of my pajama pants. I'm gonna get the kids ready. We're gonna go pick up Ava, and then when John gets home from work, which hopefully is not gonna be late tonight, I don't know, we're gonna go pick up paint. I picked out some colors, or the color that I want to do for Wyatt's room. It's called Dust Bunny. If you follow me on Instagram, I showed swatches and Facebook and stuff. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see, John spent yesterday spackling all of the holes in the house because Kelly, when she was pregnant, of course, had that nesting urge like so many other people have experienced. And unfortunately, with my nesting, I was also very indecisive. So I was like, John, put a nail here. Let's hang this here. Let's hang this there. And it ended up being that we then wound up with a bunch of holes because we changed our minds. So in Wyatt's room, there are quite a bit of things that got spackled. As you can see, lots of things. I am repainting his room completely, but while he was spackling stuff, I was like, well, why don't you just go throughout the whole house, fill every single hole or whatever. See, we have some more over there. I said, fill every single hole, and then I'll just go through and because I have all the paint left over from when I originally painted the house. So it's and I'll just repaint everything, and not repaint, but touch up stuff because I've been not complaining, but I've showed you guys all the marks on our walls and stuff like that. And so since we're filling holes, I was just like, well, I'll just touch up everything. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Lowe's, like I said, after John gets home because I don't really feel like going and getting a bunch of paint by myself with 3 kids, even though I have before. So we're going to just go run and pick Ava up real quick and then come home. Guys, look, do you see it? Do you see it? The beginnings of my daylilies. And then, my hostas. Or no, those are daylilies too. Where's my hostas? Oh, my hostas aren't peeking through yet, but there are my lame tulips that... Oh, there's a hosta. Those things, but those are lame tulips. I planted a bunch of tulip bulbs 3-4 years ago when I first moved in, and then the gas line had a crack in it apparently, and so the city had to come out and replace it, and they dug up my whole entire flower bed, including my tulips, and they refused to pay for a replanting of them, which really ticked me off because it was not our fault that the gas line needed to be replaced. But my daylilies are coming in, and so are my hostas. That's exciting. And I have crocuses somewhere that are coming in. Spring is here. Toys up? Good job. Thank you. Good boy. Can you come up here and get these toys too after you're done down there? Thank you. So now my entire desk area is clear, so I can do stuff, and then my hair stuff and my brushes are still up there. And then I have stuff up there on the shelves, but this is what I'm most excited about. This finally opens all the way, which is nice, and then I have these clear plastic divider things for my hair clips and stuff, and then all of my makeup finally fits in here. And it's doesn't move around when I open and close the drawer, which is nice. That's the advantage of having the dividers, because I did put some of my makeup in here before, but it was just laying in there, and every single time I'd open or close the drawer, they would all move. So now I have just everything in a nice order, and I can see everything, and it's just exciting. So, and then I can keep it away from the kids, kind of when it's not in sight, it's better. Can you say hi?
Hi.
So it is bedtime for the kids. We're getting them ready to go. The kids are downstairs cleaning up their toys. We went to Lowe's tonight and bought paint and some other brushes and stuff. And we're going to get the kids into the girls' room to sleep and prime Wyatt's walls. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. My niece is in this weird, state. No, it's not weird. It's really normal. But she's in her separation anxiety stage, which Kai never really had. Wyatt had really bad. But she just did not want to be put down, and she's a big girl. I mean, she's not fat, but you know, she's a sturdy girl. She's like 28 pounds, and she's only, I think, 9 months old. And she wanted me to carry her everywhere, so my back hurts. And then this girl wanted my attention whenever my niece was in my lap, so yeah. So we're gonna paint, and we're gonna paint. This girl's full of beans. Are you gonna go to bed tonight? You gonna go night-night? Kaya, you gonna go night-night? What do you do? You gonna go night-night tonight? You giving him a kiss? You give him a kiss? Yo, 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 yo. Echo!
Echo, echo, echo. Mommy, don't touch that.
Yeah, don't touch outlets. No, we don't touch outlets. No, we don't touch that outlet either. You're right. Good girl. Look at all the holes everywhere.
Yeah.
Jeez, John, why'd you put so many holes in the walls?
Oh, I can't see.
You ask yourself that question.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to take out all this stuff, and we're gonna have to do his closet too.
Mommy, echo.
No, it's never ending. Oh, look at our downstairs is a mess now. Hallway's a mess. I'm gonna change into some dirty laundry I need to put away. I'm gonna change into some painting clothes. Are you sanding? This lighting's terrible in here. You sanding? Show us how you sand. Oh, good job. Like a deal. Just be careful, okay? Don't get anything on your Superman slippers. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know where it is exactly, but I felt something bump my head when I was painting with Wyatt. And I turned and looked at him and I said, Wyatt, did you just get paint in Mommy's hair? And he goes, I was like, are you sure? He goes, I was like, oh. He's like, it's not a lot, Mommy. And then John came in. I was like, John, how much paint do I have in my hair? Not that it doesn't wash out. I don't care. I have paint all over me right now. So I'm going to take a shower after we're done before I go to bed. But it was just funny because I was like, Wyatt, did you get paid? He was so scared. He's like, it was really cute. But he had fun painting and he was like, okay, I'm done. I need to go wash my brush now, Mommy. So all the kids are sleeping. It's amazing. They're in the next room over in the girls' room. And we've been painting and they haven't really woken up. Kaya went to bed nicely. But look how much more open this looks just from the primer. And then I will show you guys all what it looks like tomorrow. So yeah. But anyways, I'm so tired. I'm a crazy person. This is what happens is like, it's like John and I during the summer, we'll go to Lowe's and I'll be like, John, I need some perennials or some new annuals to put out into the garden. And he's like, okay, let's go. And then we go and then all of a sudden we walk out with like $100 worth of mulch and we decide, because we just on a whim decided to remulch the whole like garden bed. Like that's just the type of people we are. So yeah, do you like it?
Yeah, let's just leave it like this.
No, I'm not leaving. John wants to just leave it with the primer on. What do you mean we're done?
And then the kids can just draw on the walls. Like.
Morning, guys. So it's Saturday, and it's a little bit echoey. Echo, echo. Oh man, John didn't. John missed a spot with the primer. That's upsetting. I'm gonna have to fix that. I am going to repaint these 3 walls. That one stays brown. That's the accent wall. And then I'm gonna go finish painting the rest of the house, and then hopefully we can get the mess that is downstairs, all of Wyatt's stuff, out, and then out of the hallway, his bed, because Kelly's freaking out, because I don't like messes. I don't like them. All right, so this is the color that I'm doing, and it's just like a nice tan. It's called Dust Bunny. It's by Valspar. Hopefully it looks good. We'll see. I didn't really get a sample of it because I hate getting samples. I know people are gonna like judge me that I don't buy samples and try them on the walls first, but that's just not my style. Just like when I buy clothes, I don't try them on first because I hate trying on clothes in changing rooms. But I think it's going to look good. I'm not too worried. But yeah, does anybody else get really excited when they're home alone or in the car alone because they can listen to music that they wouldn't usually be able to listen to when their kids are around? And I'm moving my canvas so that way I don't get paint on our hardwood floor, even though the people who lived here before us got paint all over the hardwood floor. I hate the people who lived here before us. They didn't do anything right, and it's just upsetting because now I have to, like, I don't know. Homeowning. Really stinks, man. Move that furniture before you buy a house. We did not, and after we signed the papers and stuff, found out there's a lot of stuff wrong with our house that we were not aware of because the people who owned it before us were real good at hiding stuff. Oh. It's almost 4 o'clock and I've been going nonstop since 10 a.m. Like I said, Kelly's like a snowball rolling down a hill of snow. I just keep getting bigger and bigger and faster and faster, and I destroy anything in my path. So what happened was, as I said, you know, I started a project and it started getting bigger and bigger. I ran out of paint upstairs, so John went to Lowe's to get some sample paints and then a quart of paint to finish Wyatt's room, and then he got sample paints for the rest of the house that I could, you know, fill in the spackles. Well, as I'm filling spackle in the kitchen, I'm like, oh, my cupboards are looking really dirty and chipping and all this other stuff. So I ended up washing every single one of the cupboards and repainting what needed to be repainted. So, like, they all look nice and, like, fresh again. And then I was like, oh, the walls look really bad, too. So then I repainted and spackled the wall. And then the door frame, which you can't really see. And then John came home with the samples, and I came downstairs and I patched up, well, not patched up, but I touched up every single, like, chipped paint area. So that's still drying. That's why it looks kind of multicolored. Hopefully it's the same color. I can't remember. And then the doors. So now I'm waiting for those to dry. Unfortunately, these spackle holes up here, those white patches, those are going to have to stay for now because they don't sell a sample size in eggshell, which is the finish that I needed. They only did it in satin, and that's not what these walls are. These walls are in eggshell. So I can't cover those until I get the right paint for that. But I did the kitchen, which is nice. Next, I'm going to move on to finishing Wyatt's room. I think John's going to take the kids to my parents' house so that way he can start helping me move Wyatt's stuff back into Wyatt's room. The kids are outside playing, like the older two kids, but this room is just driving me. I'm having, like, anxiety attacks. So I'm trying to keep cool, but this room is going to be the last that I do. I'm going to fix the stairs because there's lots of chipped paint in the stairs and it's been driving John nuts, and the doorway needs some TLC. And then the patches over there need to be filled. I am completely done with Wyatt's room now. I did his closet, which was a pain in the arse because it's like, I don't know if you can see this. It goes up and is like angled, and then this thing is like angled as well. So I had to like balance between the ladder and that thing to like get the top of the ceiling. And I know nobody's gonna see it, but I can't leave stuff half done. So there's our accent wall, and then it's just a nice like tan, like a warm tan. The lighting obviously is really bad right now because the sun's going down, but I really like it. I'm excited. Look how much better that looks. Do you guys remember, I don't know if you've ever seen, we had two huge gaping holes there. All from a stupid, one of these things. We put it on the wall and it said like, oh, easy to remove, just like it pops right off. Nope, didn't pop right off. I mean, it did pop right off, but it popped off with half of our wall along with it. So the kitchen looks so much better. And I'm so happy I got OCD and wiped down all the cabinets because they were getting so gross and they look so much better now. Look at all this mess. settle. I'm trying to settle because I know I can clean it up. But yeah, so now I'm just waiting for John to get home to help me get this living room emptied so that way I can, because the blinds are all shut. So I need natural days so that I can finish painting all of this stuff in here and spackling and stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Wyatt to like see his new room. Oh, I'm tired. New plan, guys. It is almost 6 o'clock at night. I still haven't showered. I still feel really disgusting. I showered last night before I went to bed, like just my body, because I was sweating from, you know, priming the walls and stuff. But we've had a change of plans. I ordered pizza for John and I because all the kids, like I said, are at my parents' house. The 2 older ones are actually spending the night at my parents' house, which is awesome because it's been a while since my mom was in Africa for 2 weeks. So John and I are super excited. This is like our second weekend in a row where we've gotten some time away from all 3 of our kids, and it's just been a blessing because we need it. But I am sitting because my back is screaming bloody murder at me. John is upstairs hanging the blinds in Wyatt's room. I'll take you up there and show you kind of what we've done so far. The mattresses are back in there, the queen size bed. Some of you guys have asked me why Wyatt sleeps on the floor sometimes. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. John and I have asked him numerous times. He had a toddler bed. He didn't like it. He kept falling out of it because it wasn't big enough. So then we had an extra queen size bed after John and I bought our new bed. So we had that in there kind of just so that way if we had guests ever, they could sleep in there. And so we tried putting him in there, and he said it was too big. So it's kind of like, you know, Goldilocks. You know, it's too big, too warm, too hot, just right, that kind of thing. I don't think a twin size bed would work for him because I think he would do the same thing, roll out. Sometimes he likes the queen size bed, which is weird. Okay, this is what's funny. Sometimes he wants to sleep up on the queen size bed. He says upstairs or downstairs. This is what he and Ava do. And then a lot of times he likes sleeping on the floor. And I think he likes sleeping on the floor because it's cozy. At least that's what John says. Do you think it's because it's cozy?
That's what he says.
Because it's cozy. He says it's cozy.
It's a mattress. It's just on the ground.
Yeah, it's not like he's sleeping on the
He's
I like sleeping on the ground. I like hard things, and apparently it's like an Asian thing. But anyways, it's not like we're, you know, a third world country here and we're making our kids sleep on the floor. No. He
really nice
chooses to sleep on this little plush mattress thing that I've had since I was in my old apartment. It was like an extra bed type thing for when guests came over. He likes sleeping on it because it's cozy. So we're not going to fight him. So basically, until he's older or chooses, I don't want to sleep in this anymore, we're not going to get him a new bed because we've already bought him a toddler bed and then sold that because he was falling out of it. And then he sometimes likes the queen size and sometimes doesn't. So he's happy on the ground. That's why he sleeps there. I appreciate people being concerned for his well-being, but to be completely honest with you, even if he was here, I could show you him and he would tell you he likes sleeping on the floor because it's cozy. So anyways, we moved the queen size bed in there. We moved it somewhere different so that way he can still sleep on the floor, but then also it's up there because Ava likes to sleep in his room. They like to sleep together. It's weird. They're classic siblings. They love each other and they like hanging out with each other, but they also hate each other at the same time. But at nighttime, Ava really likes to sleep in Wyatt's room for some reason. I don't know what it is. I think it's because she really likes the queen size bed. So Wyatt will sleep downstairs and she'll sleep upstairs. That's the bed and the floor. So we are setting it up so that way she can like crawl in and out on either side, and then there's still room for Wyatt. Plus, it will be a nice little guest room for whenever anybody comes and visits. Which Lisa and Bill are coming in 2 weeks. So, which again, we're not doing this because they're coming and visiting. We're doing this because we had planned to do this before we even knew they were coming. But change of plans is that these shelves up here, we're not really using them, and we would like to put shelves in Wyatt's room. And Wyatt would really like shelves for his books, and like he collects those wax figurines. If you guys have gone to like a museum or a zoo, they have where you put like $1 in and they make that wax shape for you. But anyways, he's got those. So he's a collector. All of my kids for some reason are collectors. I don't know where they picked this up from. I think it's John, because I don't really collect a lot. Well, no, I collect makeup, but I use my makeup. But anyways, nonetheless, he likes collecting stuff, so I wanted to put a shelf up there so he could put his little figurines so that Kai doesn't get to them, and also to put his books. So we're going to move these shelves, and since while I'm at spackling and filling holes, we have decided to actually rip everything off the walls. So everything you see hanging on these walls, we're going to take off, and then we're going to rearrange this whole living room. And and you will see in the next vlog what it will look like. And that is what we're gonna do tonight. I am exhausted. I think I have like carpal tunnel or like painter's wrist going on. It hurts. So I'm gonna let you guys go because John and I really need to get down to it so that way we can go pick up Kaya, because Kaya's not spending the night at my parents because she's still a little bit too little. And pizza's on its way for us to eat real quick, but that is the plan. Like I said, Kelly's this little snowball, and then at the end of the day, she becomes like a huge boulder of snow, and she just destroys every room that she goes to. But hopefully tomorrow I'll have a nice, clean, and redone house to show you guys. Again, this all started off just doing Wyatt's bedroom. Look at John, he's so mad. Have you gotten used to me, like, snowballing?
Yeah, that's why I made you move the piano by yourself when you were like 8 months pregnant, because I wasn't moving it again.
I don't have the extra 35 pounds to help me move it. Are you going to help me move it this time?
We'll see. Maybe I'll film you moving. That would be a fun video.
No, I'm ending the vlog here so we can get to work.
What?
I'm ending the vlog here so we can get to work.
Video you moving the piano by yourself.
That's true. Look at all the paint I have on me. It's ridiculous. Look, guys, this is where I put all the cards you guys send me. I love them. I love all the cards I get. And then I have a little box over there that has the extra surplus cards and great stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to let you guys go, and hopefully tomorrow John and I will have something good to show you. And Ava's on spring break next week. I'm super excited. Oh, I'll show you Wyatt's room so far. Oh, I'm a little bit bummed because I don't think the paint that John got, which it's not his fault, but I think it's Lowe's fault, I don't think it's the right mix because it's not matching as it's drying. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And I don't think I'm going to fix it. I think I'm just going to say bygones and let it be. Babe, can I make a suggestion?
What?
Why don't we push that all the way over there and then move the thing back after we set up the... It was just a suggestion. You don't have to follow my suggestion. See, so this is what it looks like, guys.
Look at this stuff on here.
No, is that primer?
This is the spackle.
You got spackle on the rug?
No, the kids did.
The kid.
It's on the wall, and then I found Kaya. I'm smashing it into here.
I love how you blame Kaya because she's not here. It's like if you had a dog
she couldn't
and
defend
like...
herself if she was here.
So that's why you...
Perfect person.
It's the perfect person to blame. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. There's the dark brown accent wall that's been there this whole time. And then the dark brown blinds. And then it looks pink, but I swear it's not pink.
I don't think it looks pink at all.
No, on camera. Look, on camera it kind of looks pink.
Yeah.
It's not pink.
It is pink.
It is not pink. You just said it doesn't look pink. It's not pink.
Let's pretend it's pink.
It's not pink.
How am I supposed to get that down?
What down?
That count the days of the week when Ava was like in the
Oh,
third grade.
yeah. We need to
grade,
wash it off
or
somehow.
the first grade. That needs to come off probably.
Kids. They ruin your house. Look. These things, Ava put them on here. They're little gel things that go on the window. I don't know, but it's stained now. And then she also drew on the window over there. I don't think you can see it, but she drew. It's all over.
Like a glass.
It's like a glass crayon, but now we can't get the crayon off. Oh no, did I miss a spot? Or is that just still drying? I don't care. I'm done. It's on the ceiling. Nobody's going to see it.
In the closet.
In the closet. So, yeah. So now we're going to... John, pull your shirt down. Pull your shirt down. Stop being naked in the camera. Don't grab my butt. John's grabbing my butt. This is so inappropriate for YouTube, John. This is a family. Ah, he's gonna drop. Ah, no. Ow, ow, don't tickle me. Stop, you're tickling me. I don't like to be tickled. Stop. Oh, you made me drool. I just drooled. You're smelly. John rode 24 miles today with all the kids.
With 2 kids.
With 2 kids and the Wii-Hoo double on the back. 24 miles, guys.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, we're going to get this finished because our food's going to be here soon. So we will talk to you all tomorrow. Say bye, John. Ow, ow, stop. Stop! Sit.